Hi, Mommy. And then I'm gonna do participate. I'm gonna mute you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's me.
That's you.
Did you ever know me with my bun? Does that look like me?
This whole time. It does.
That's the previous.
To your face.
That's my previous self. I had a bun like that. It was like my thing. My bun was like bigger than my head. For years and years, and then how long? Did you know what me with my long hair? My hair was down to here my whole life. It was crazy. And then I cut it. Me now. Liz, are you gonna? Okay, you two back here. Does this bother you? The Zoom? It's my mom and Lisa. Is that okay?
I don't think that I won't be.
No, you're fine. You're excellent. Okay, but you want to move? Okay. Yeah, it will kind of go over you. Might get your left. Just your left toe. Okay, I'm putting my mic in. Okay, can you hear me, Lisa? Thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Hello. Okay. You have a long hair. I never realized it was like that long. It's nice. Both of you guys. You've been taking collagen? Oh, where's the teacher's gonna go? I forgot. Okay, we'll go. Get in there, Alyssa. Get your butt in there, Alyssa.
I'm on a deep dive of the Comanches control of
Deep dive. I don't even know what you really said, but that's good. Yeah, just go with it. And then I gotta get Ruby's bed, and then we'll do it. Then we'll do the thing. I will leave it here. Oh, you put that one. You're so sweet and thoughtful. She'll probably go on it. Well, she will, but at some point she might come here. You're so just looking out. She might. This is a new guy, huh? Okay, guys. All right. Yay. Thanks for being here, friends. Let's see. Quick announcements. I have my embodiment class coming up this Saturday in this space, 7 to 9 p.m. It's yoga for about 45 minutes, breath work for about 45 minutes, and a sound bath at the end for about 20 minutes. So, in my opinion, it's like the best of all the worlds put into one class. But it is like if you have stuff going on in your life and you've got a lot of energy moving, it's a really good space, a really good container to just come and move energy. Let yourself feel whatever you want to feel. So yeah, if you've never come to my breathwork classes, basically it just breath work, the word itself, I feel like there's so many different ways it's used. So the way that I am facilitating it in this class specifically is the closest thing to it is holotropic breath, if you've ever heard of it, but it's just one type of breath the whole entire time. It's not pranayama, it's not breathwork techniques, it's just completely experiential. The intention is to take you out of your critical mind into a non-ordinary state of consciousness where you're able to just move energy with your breath. So if that interests you, or if you're curious, feel free to ask me any more questions. And then you can sign up on the local co-op's website, not on Mosaic Yoga's. So if that's confusing, you can also ask me about that. Yeah. Trying to think what else is coming up at this studio. Does anybody else have anything you want to share? Okay. Can't think of anything. So let's just do the thing. Let's just do our practice. So go ahead, my friends. And if you're not already there, seated meditation. And if you want to make any adjustments, if you want to move around a little bit. So personally, I usually like to just kind of get my wiggles out and feel more into my physical body before I settle into stillness. So any little wiggles, go ahead, get them out, wiggle around. And then eventually, when you are ready, no rush, find stillness. So let your hands come to rest somewhere intentionally. You can bring them to your heart if you want. You can let them rest on your lap if you'd like. Hands or palms perhaps face down to be a little more grounded. Palms face up to be a little more open or receptive, just depending on how you feel. And then either close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, lower and soften your gaze. As you come to stillness in your body, see if you can really find softness through your facial muscles. So notice, are you tensing up anywhere you don't need to be? Through your jaw, even through your tongue, your eyebrows, forehead. Maybe see if you can find just a little more length in the back of your neck. Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears a bit more. And really start to feel into the length from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head, that long line of energy. And as you feel into this long line of energy, or maybe even visualize this line of energy inside of you, start to also connect with your breath. And visualize your breath flowing up and down this line. So imagine every time you breathe, your breath moves all the way up and down your entire body. And then next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Maybe you visualize your breath again, just moving all the way down or all the way up, whatever resonates. Hold in that fullness. See if there's a little bit extra you can find at the top. And then big sigh out your mouth, let it go. Ah. Very nice. Do that a couple more times. Inhale. All the way up or all the way down. Every little space fills up with your breath. You inflate, you expand, take up more space. And then when you are ready, sigh it out, let it go. Ah. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning. And see if you can fill up with breath, but keep a softness through your outer shell. Not tensing, not forcing, not straining. And then just on your own, in your own time, let it go, sigh it out. Very nice, friends. Now, seal your lips and drop into Ujjayi breath. So see if you can start to create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound as you breathe in and out. And continue to feel or visualize your breath moving up and down the length of your spine. So your breath isn't just in your throat, it's not just in your chest, it moves all the way down to your belly. And you can stay right here as long as you want. So if you are enjoying just sitting and connecting to your breath, be here as long as you want to. Come back here at any time. If you're ready to start moving, go ahead and take your breath with you and come forward to hands and knees. So tabletop position and just intuitive movement. So that means any way your body wants to move, let it move. And if you're like, I have no idea how my body wants to move, close your eyes and just get curious. You can start with cat-cows, something familiar, just the flexion and extension of your spine. And then from there, maybe you start to move your hips from side to side a little bit. Maybe you lift up to your fingertips. Maybe you take your cat-cows with your fingers facing back towards your knees. So there's so many ways to explore and even just kind of be playful with your body. So you don't need to take yourself super seriously right now. Just feel into what's inside. Get curious. So looking inward, feeling into your body with a sense of curiosity rather than fear, rather than judgment. Big deep breaths. And then in your next 4 or 5 rounds, so please take your time, absolutely no rush, but eventually down dog is where we'll end up. So whenever you're ready, start your transition back to down dog. Nice, Glenn. So once you're back in your dog pose, friends, keep feeling around, keep exploring. So for me personally, I like to bend my knees and come up to my tiptoes as I really work the length from my fingertips up to my sit bones. And then I start to work my heels closer to the ground. So there are a million ways to be in down dog depending on your body, depending on what's going on in your body today. So maybe you need a big bend in your knees. Maybe that's working a lot better for you. Maybe it feels good to straighten your legs and work the length in the backs of your legs. See if you can notice, perhaps, if there's anywhere you tend to kind of dump or compensate. So do you have strength in your shoulders or are you hyperextending through your shoulders? Can you find stability there? Do you have connection to your center? Or have you put all your weight in your feet so that you don't have to use your core to lift you out of your hands? So keep feeling around. Even after doing this pose hundreds of times, thousands of times, I think there's still ways we can improve or adjust to fit our bodies. Take one more big inhale into your dog pose, friends. You guys look awesome. As you exhale, look to the top of your mat and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Let's go straight into our halfway lift. So inhale, halfway lift, pause, bring your feet hips width distance apart or even a little bit wider if you want. Make sure all of your 10 toes are facing directly forward, and then bend your right knee a lot, right fingertips on the ground or right hand on a block, left arm to the sky. So a little twist. Keep pulling your left hip back, but stay rooted. Try to stay really rooted through the inner edge of your left foot. Imagine somebody has their hand in the crease of your left hip and they're pushing back. Take one more breath down into your belly and see if you can exhale a little bit further. Good job. End of your exhale, release, and we'll take it to the other side. So big deep bend in your left knee, left fingertips on the ground, right arm to the sky. Pull your right butt cheek back. Stay rooted through the inner edge of right foot. And see if maybe you can even start to feel your right quad firing up. And then breathe. Big spacious breath down into your belly. Exhale to work your twist a little further. Last round. Nice job. End of your exhale, release, and just hang out in your forward fold for a few breaths. So if you want, you can ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows. You might bring hands behind head, interlace fingers at the base of your skull. Give a little bob or sway to your upper body. So imagine There's an invisible rope attached to your belly button. See if you can feel your core here. Use your core to lift your butt. So even if you have a huge bend in your knees, if you're using your core to lift your butt, you're gonna get the stretch in the backs of your legs. Let your head be heavy, let your neck relax. One more round. Next inhale, back to a halfway lift. Realign your spine. Exhale, release and fold. Let's roll up slowly. So let your arms and your head hang. Super slow roll. Feel your spine one vertebra at a time. The very, very last thing to lift is your head. Once your head stacks, take some rolls with your shoulders. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And then eventually shoulders roll up, back, and down. Keep them there. Turn your palms to face forward. Maybe your arms come out a little bit wider. So this is called mountain pose. Root through your feet, draw up through the crown of your head, and feel a broadness through your shoulders. Close your eyes and feel yourself standing from the inside. So feel your feet on the ground. Feel the crown of your head drawing up. Feel yourself like a mountain, strong and stable. Feel your big, deep breaths flowing through every space, flowing up and down the length of your spine. So how much awareness can you bring into simply just standing? And then for a moment, friends, I want you to purposely slouch. So let your body just really slouch, curl in, and just notice the energy that holds in your body. And then again, mountain pose, stand tall, stand well, open through your palms, spread through your fingers. Stay as you are, breathe in as big as you can. Feel the energy this pose holds. And then sigh it out. Ah, good job. Ujjayi breath. Let's flow. Inhale, reach up, high mountain. Slow dive takes you down. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up, find your strength, push the ground away, and then exhale, slowly lower to your belly, one strong straight line. Good, Spider-Man Cobra, bring your hands out wide, up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. You don't have to go super high. Exhale, twist to your right, left shoulder dips down a bit. Inhale, back through center, tone through your low belly, press through your pelvis, lift your heart up. Exhale, other side, twist. It's like a micro shoulder pigeon. Inhale, back through center. One more time each way, or if you'd rather, you can take a different variation of a heart opener. And then as you are ready, friends, downward facing dog. See you there, no hurry. About 5 rounds in your dog pose. And just real quick, if you would like a hands-off practice today, you would rather not have physical adjustments or hands-on touch, just give me one leg in the air to let me know. I do not take it personally. Okay, thank you so very much. Back to your down dog. And if you want to lift one leg in the air at this point, just to stretch, just to feel, go for it. So from the press of your fingers, can you feel that long line of energy moving through your arms, through your side bodies, all the way up to your center? If you're taking your legs up, can you feel it moving all the way up to your toes? Big, spacious Ujjayi breath. Good job, everyone. Take one more inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look to the top of your space. However you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale, release and bow. Ha. Root through your feet. This time, lead with your heart to rise all the way up. Arms reach, stretch tall. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then as you exhale, side body stretch to the right. Right arm under, left arm over. So yin-yang variation. Yin-yang. So more weight in your left foot. And then if you want to, you can reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Imagine that somebody's pulling on both of your hands or both of your wrists, pulling in opposite directions. Breathe into your left side a lot. Nice, Anya. Take one more big, deep breath. And then back to center. Inhale. Other side as you exhale. So same thing, other side. Right arm on top, left arm on the bottom. More weight in your right foot. So it's like a crescent moon shape. Nice, Katie. Your right rib cage is expanding. Breathe into the space between your ribs. Breathe into your right waistline. Nice, Gage. One more big, spacious breath. Inhale, back to center, arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Invitation to bend your elbows and press your palms together like they're suction cupped. And then imagine your elbows are magnetized now. Imagine your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. That's called muscle energy that you're feeling. See if you can keep it and reach your hands back away from your body. Possibly add a little baby back, but lift your heart up. As you press your hips forward, hug in with your inner thighs so you're not sinking into your low back. Take one more big, huge in-breath. Pop up through your chest. Exhale, keep your clasp, slow dive all the way down. Nice CC, forward fold. See if you can keep your hands clasped in your fold for about 2 deep breaths. If it feels better, widen your stance or bend your knees more. Let your neck relax. Let your head be heavy. See if you can lift up through your sit bones using your core strength. Lift your knuckles up, working the mobility in the front of your shoulders. Take one more inhale. Nice job, you guys. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp, nice and easy. Let your arms hang. If you want, you can shake them out or give your head a little shake. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, however you want to get there, down dog. So move through your vinyasa on your own, or you're welcome to skip it. Inhale, right leg high. Today, feel free to do whatever you want. So if you want to open your hip or explore in any way, go for it. Just keep the strength coming from your fingertips, moving through your arms and your shoulders. Work it all the way up to your center. So do you still feel a connection to your center? Hug in with your left inner thigh. Take one more big inhale, everybody. And then as you exhale, right knee to your nose, round your spine a lot and scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away. And then ever so softly, step forward. You are in low lunge. Rise when you are ready, crescent lunge. You can take your time. So strong through your legs, nice Mo. Find your center in your lower body. So hug towards midline. Feel your front hip pulling back and your back hip pulling forward. As you do that, automatically, you should feel a little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. It's your transverse. That will support your low back. So if your legs are strong and stable, automatically, you're getting the support you need to grow into your own unique expression. So your upper body, feel into it. Stretch your fingers. Maybe even try smiling. I try smiling sometimes and I feel weird. So I'm like, maybe I should smile more. Take one more big inhale. See if you can reach a little higher. And then exhale. Just bring your hands to your front thigh and lean forward. Hug in with your inner thighs. And if you need to, you can scoot your back toes forward if it's helpful. We're getting ready to balance Warrior 3 variation. As you are ready, lean forward and just float your back foot off the ground. See if you can keep a strong, straight, powerful line from the top of your head back to your heel. And see if you can keep your hips square. So inner thighs face each other. If you would like, only if you would like, option to add some arms. So any arm variation you want, go for it. Nice job, everyone. One more big, deep breath. Come back to crescent lunge. See if you can land softly. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands down. And then we're gonna take a horizon lunge. Reach your right arm forward, up, spin your toes towards the right side of the room, reach your right arm back. Your hips can come down and you can just kind of sit into this and make it a nice stretch. Or you can make it a variation of side plank. You can lift and lower a few times. Hips lift, hips lower with your own breath. Maybe your right arm reaches forward and reaches back as you lift and lower. Yeah, so do your own thing. All of your toes should face the right side of the room, so you're on the outer edge of your back foot. Yes, so nice, you guys. Wherever you're at, wherever you're working, kind of wrap it up. And then next time you breathe in, my friends, lift your hips and come all the way back to your low lunge position. So right toes face forward, root through your right foot, left leg to the sky, standing splits. We're not gonna hold it super long, so find as much strength as you can in your left leg. Spread your left toes, hug in with your right inner thigh. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of your right knee, both knees bend. Inhale, re-extend, standing splits, left leg high. Just like that, 2 more. Exhale, Shiva squat. Think left heel towards your left butt cheek, left knee to the back of right. Inhale, re-extend. If you want to play, you can take a handstand hop. Exhale, last time, Shiva squat. All right, inhale, re-extend. And then as you exhale, just a forward fold. Set your left foot down next to right. Bring your big toes to touch. Tiny little potato bug ball. So get small, butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. If you want to work your heels down, that'll work your ankle flexibility. If you want to lift your heels up, that'll work strength. And the higher you lift your heels, the closer you can get your nose to your knees, the closer you can get your butt to the ground. Maybe even wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze. Nice work, you guys. Thanks, Caroline. Breathe into your back body. One last breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice, Kels. So heels down, spine long. If you would like, you can widen your stance. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet, and let's take it all the way up to stand. Arms reach up. As you exhale, curtsy squat, left foot steps to the right side or off the right edge of your mat, hands to your heart. So try to square off your hips, and rather than feeling like you're sticking your butt out and looking at the ground, try to tone your belly, reach your tailbone towards the ground, crown of your head draws up, and then feel a connection to your center. Take little pulses, yeah, up and down, like an inch or two of movement. So building heat in your legs. Send your breath down. Soft through your face, stay low. Now as low as you can and just hold for one more breath. Nice job, friends. Inhale, standing staff. Root into right foot, arms reach up, left knee lifts up. As you exhale, low lunge. See if you can touch fingers and toes down at the exact same time. So slow motion. From your low lunge, 3-legged down dog. Take your right leg back and up, lengthen. Now listen, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Come forward, push the ground away, little twist. Inhale, 3-legged dog, lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or even aim for your armpit, get high. Nice blend, inhale, back up. Now listen, hips are square. Straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. You can make it your own. You can set your knees down. Yes. Beautiful. Heart lifts. Take an extra breath if you want in your heart opener. Eventually down dog. Nice, Ellie. Ujjayi breath. Reconnect. Beautiful, Kels. With your next inhalation, left leg to the sky. And again, go ahead, do whatever you want. If you want to open your hip, feel around a bit, feel free. Just keep the strength coming from your fingertips. So spread them wide, press down through your fingertips like you're a gecko holding onto a screen door, especially thumb and index. See if you can feel your strong shoulders. See if you can feel your connection to center. So your right inner thigh hugs in. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Round your spine. Scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. You should be on your back, tippy toes. And then step forward like you're stepping over something. Yes, good work. Rise in your own time, crescent lunge. Nice, Laura. Beautiful. So strong legs. Nice, Darren. Find your center through your lower body first, and then it automatically connects to your upper body. So as you pull front hip back, back hip forward, you feel that little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals, that support in your low back. Grow into your own unique expression. So what do you want to invite in? What do you want to embody here? Do you want to soften your fingers today, or do you want to shoot energy out of them, spread them wide? I don't know. It's up to you. So feel into your pose. Take one more big inhale. Beautiful, nice, Cam. Exhale, hinge forward, hands to your front thigh. And if it feels better for you, you can scoot your back toes forward a little bit. Really hug in with your inner thighs and draw your belly button towards your spine so you feel a connection to center. It's almost like you're puffing up your low back. As you're ready, yeah, good gauge. Lean forward and just float your back foot off the ground. So as you're pressing into your front thigh, drawing your belly button in and up, you should feel your strong core helping hold you here. So it doesn't feel like your back leg weighs 1,000,000 pounds. Make your back leg strong, powerful. Option only if you want to add any arms you like. Make it your own. Doesn't have to be what you did on the other side. Nice, Jen. Strong through your back leg, active through your back foot. One last breath. Very nice, my friends. Come back, crescent, soft landing if possible. Awesome, Anya. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down. Then we've got our horizon lunge. Inhale your left arm forward, up. Turn your toes towards the windows and back. So let your hips come down and stretch if you want, or you can make it more of a strengthening exercise, lifting, lowering, or holding in that side plank variation. All of your toes face the left, even your front toes. So your front hip is what we're working. Sometimes I like to take one of my hands, my left hand, to the inside of my left knee and kind of press it towards the back wall, get a nice stretch there. So feel into it. If you're like, this pose feels so awkward to me, how can you shift so that it doesn't feel so awkward? Good job. One more deep breath. Next time you inhale, reach up, forward, and down, coming back into a low lunge. So all of your toes face forward again. Root into left foot and float your right leg up, standing splits. We're not going to hold it super long. Think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. That's all it is. It doesn't need to look anything even close to the splits. Make your right foot active. See if you can lift just a tiny bit higher. Hug in with your left inner thigh. One more in-breath. Nice, Kathy. Exhale, Shiva squat. So right knee tucks into the back of left. Right heel towards right glute. Get small. Inhale, get long. Re-extend. If you want, you can even lift to your left tiptoes or take a handstand hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. Small and compact all the way to empty. Yeah, inhale back up. And last one, Shiva squat. Tuck your knee into the back of your other knee. Good job. Inhale, re-extend. And then this time, just set your right foot down at the top of your space. You can give your left leg a little shake out if you want to. And then eventually come into your tiny little potato bug ball. Big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. Just for fun, if you want to this time, option to turn it into a toe stand, balance challenge. So hug in with inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs, and see if you can point your toes straight or your knees straight forward. So your thighs are parallel to the ground. And then bring your hands to your heart. Spine long, soften through your face. Wherever you are at, couple more rounds of breath. Nice, everyone. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. Heels down, lengthen. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold and bow. Let's take it all the way up. Rise, arms reach up, high mountain, stand tall. As you exhale, we've got a curtsy squat. Our right foot is going to step to the left, off the left edge of our mat. So right tiptoes to the ground, hands to heart, bend both knees. Just like you're taking a curtsy, but hands are at your heart center. Left hip pulls back, right forward. Take your little pulses. Good. Try not to lean forward. So I know it's easier to stick your butt out and just look at the ground. Try to tone your belly, lengthen your spine. Lift your heart. Good. Nice, Mo. Get as low as you can and hold there. Good, Trace. One more round. Inhale, standing staff. So see if you can possibly balance on your left foot. Arms reach up. Right knee lifts up. Exhale, low lunge, slow motion. Fingertips and toes touch at the same exact time if possible. From your low lunge, inhale your left leg to the sky. Three-legged down dog. You can hold here if you'd rather. Otherwise, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your strong obliques. Push into the ground as you come forward. Inhale, back up. Very nice, nice, Kate. Exhale, left to left. Get as high as you can on your left arm. Good. Inhale, back up, hips square. And then you choose. Come forward, take your vinyasa, or you can skip it, go straight to down dog if you'd rather. And if you'd like, take a moment just to rest. So child's pose, hero's pose, kneeling meditation, more than welcome. Take a moment to just feel, just notice. If you've lost your Ujjayi breath, bring it back. We're gonna move through that entire flow, breath to movement now, so a little bit faster. And even though we're moving, one breath, one movement, it doesn't mean we're just speeding through it with momentum. It means we move really slow and intentionally with our slow, intentional breaths. So if at any time it feels like I'm cueing too slow, see if you can breathe bigger, slower, deeper. If at any time you want to take a break or you want to do your own thing, that's completely fine with me. So always give your body what it needs. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. So feel all that length and space inside of you. Feel your big, deep breaths. One more inhale in your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Step or float, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift position, lengthen. Good, exhale, bow and fold, nice air in. From the press of your feet, take it all the way to stand. Arms reach up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch. To the right, you can take yin yang or make it your own. Exhale. Inhale through center. Other side, as you exhale, crescent moon shape with your body. Lengthen through your right side. Inhale through center, arms up. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace. As you inhale, work the opening in the front of your shoulders, maybe work a back bend. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down. Release your clasp as you're exhaling. I like to brush my hands behind my legs, back to my legs. Halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Keep that exhale going as you lower, or you can always skip it. Inhale, peel your heart open. Nice, Corey. Exhale, take your hips back and up, down dog. Right leg high, breathe in. Feel the length and the strength there. As you exhale, as soft as possible, right foot to the top of your space, low lunge. Inhale, slowly rise, crescent. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to your front thighs. Stay here and prepare to balance, navel to spine. As you are ready, if you want to, inhale, back foot floats up. Stay here as you exhale. Hold and add arms if you want. Good work, friends. Inhale, come back to crescent, soft landing. Breathe in. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, horizon, reach forward, up, and all the way back. Exhale, back to low lunge. Lift your hips as you reach up, forward, and down. Inhale, standing splits, left leg floats high. Spread your toes. Just one Shiva squat. Exhale. Good. Inhale, re-extend. You can come up to your right tiptoes. You can handstand hop if you want. Tiny little potato bug ball. Exhale. So big toes touch all the way to empty as you get really small and compact. Inhale, halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. Widen your stance if you prefer. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Take it all the way to stand. Arms reach. Big stretch. Inhale. Curtsy squat. Left foot steps to the right. Hands to heart. Get low. Inhale, standing staff. Lift your left knee. Even extend your left leg if you want more. Slow motion, low lunge. Exhale, fingers and toes touch at the same time if possible. Woohoo, nice, Liz. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. And straight to down dog or rock forward. Plank to chaturanga. I know I didn't make you do your core things. We'll do it on the next round. Probably not too mad. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Left leg high, breathe in. Exhale, step forward softly. Rise slowly with your in-breath. Nice, Alyssa. Exhale, hands to front thighs. Set yourself up for your balance, navel to spine. And inhale, back foot floats off the ground. Stay here. Exhale, if you want, add your arms. Very nice. Nice, Kitty. Come back, crescent, softly. Breathe in, beautiful Cece. Exhale, hands to the earth. With your inhale, horizon, reach forward, up, spin your toes towards the windows, reach back. And come back to your low lunge with your exhale, reach up, forward, and down. Inhale, standing splits, right leg high. Good job. Active through your toes. You got this. Shiva squat. Get small and compact. Right knee into the back of left. Inhale, re-extend. Nice, Corey. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Set your right toe next to your left toe. Get small. Good. Inhale, get long. Halfway lift. Stick your butt out. Lengthen your spine. Nice, Anya. Exhale, fold. Adjust your stance if you would like. Rise to stand. Arms to the sky as you inhale. Curtsy squat, hands to heart. Right foot steps up the left edge. Inhale, standing staff. Balance on left foot. Lift right knee or extend right leg. Slow motion. Low lunge. Fingertips and toes touch at the same exact time. Then inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg high. Square hips, straight to down dog or come forward, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Take a moment, my friends. Couple rounds of breath, maybe a couple open mouth sighs. We'll go through that entire flow, that entire sequence. Couple more times, breath to move, or not a couple more times, one more time, breath to movement. But this time I'm gonna put a few more variations, a few little additions in. So just like always, you guys are so good at staying present, listening to my cues. Take what works, leave the rest behind. If you're coming with me, down dog. One more big inhale. Exhale, look forward, step or float top of your space. Halfway lift position with your inhalation. Exhale, let it go. Oh, all the way to stand. Arms extend as you breathe in. Hands to heart as you breathe out. All right, last round. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch to your right, yin yang, or you can change it up if you want to. Through center as you breathe in. Other side, exhale, crescent moon shape, think up and over. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace. Use your inhale to open your heart, maybe a little baby back bend. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, let your clasp come apart. Maybe even just sweep your hands down the backs of your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga or skip it. Try to keep that exhale going. Nice, Jen, lift your heart, breathe in. Nice, Caroline, lift your hips, exhale. All right, right leg high. Exhale, step through softly. Rise as you inhale, crescent, strong foundation through your legs. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Prepare for balance. With your in-breath, fly. Float your back leg up. Stay for your exhale. Option to add some arms. Feel your pose. Come back, crescent. Inhale. Nice, Kathy. Exhale, hands come down. Horizon. Inhale, reach forward, up and back. Toes face the right wall. Exhale, reach up, forward and down. Listen. Walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. We're going to put in a wide-legged fold here. Hang out for about 5 rounds, anywhere you want to go. So use this time either to kind of rest, slow down your breath, or to play. Maybe you want to challenge yourself, explore. Whatever your body is calling for, if you can listen. If nothing else, just close your eyes and feel whatever there is to feel. See if you can stay here on your mat, in your body, rather than wandering off somewhere in your mind. Give it one more round. All right, fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. And just start to crawl your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes forward. You're back in low lunge. We'll get back into our flow. Inhale, left leg high, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of right. Left heel towards your left butt cheek. Inhale, re-extend. You can lift to right tiptoes if you want. Tiny little potato bug ball. All the way to empty. Get small and compact. Halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. Widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. High mountain. Curtsy squat. Left toes off the right edge of your mat. Hands to heart. Inhale, standing staff. So left knee lifts or left leg extends. Listen, warrior 3. So move this time through warrior 3 and see if you can hold it for at least 1, maybe 2 deep breaths. You can do whatever you want with your arms, reaching forward, reaching back, out to the sides. As you are ready, my friends, low lunge, land softly, hands to the ground. Good, inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. I forgot last time, I'm so sorry. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right to right, aim high. Ah, nice job, inhale, back up. Listen, everybody this time, open up your hip. You can hold here or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind. Yes, heart lifts, hips lift. See if you can let your heart look at this front wall even. Use the strength in your back body. Breathe down into your belly, last round. Nice, gauge, come back, regular down dog, walk it out. You can absolutely keep walking it out. Or option to inhale forward to high plank, maybe hovering right leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Nice, Kels. Inhale, lift your heart. Shoulders back and down. Good, Corey. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got one more side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward super softly. Nice, Cam. Inhale, crescent. Rise up, strong legs. Exhale, prepare to balance. Hands to your front thigh, navel to spine. With your in-breath, fly. Back foot floats, back leg strong. Hold here, exhale, option for your arms. You got this. Yes. Come back, crescent, soft landing. Inhale. You're almost there. Stay with me. Exhale, hands down. And horizon, reach forward, up, back. Toes towards the windows. Exhale, reach up, forward, down. Remember, we're gonna walk our hands all the way over, right long edge of your mat, wide-legged straddle position. Few rounds, anywhere you wanna take it. You do not have to do what you did before. You can if you want. Make sure your breath is right there. Slow, steady, and supportive. Soft face. Soft jaw. Notice if you've gone somewhere else in your mind and just come back. Feel your breath. Fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. Start to crawl them forward back to your low lunge. We'll come back to our flow. Inhale, standing splits, right leg high. And exhale, last Shiva squat of our practice. Right knee to the back of left, get small. Inhale, get long, maybe even lift to your left tippy toes. And then tiny little ball all the way to emptiness. Maybe you even give yourself a hug. Inhale, halfway lift position. You can widen your feet a bit if you want. Exhale, fold. All the way up, rise. Arms reach, big stretch. And curtsy squat, right toes off left edge, hands to heart. Standing staff, right knee lifts or right leg extends. And remember, warrior 3. So last big balancing pose, give it everything you've got, 1 or 2 big deep breaths. Yes, good, awesome job. Low lunge position. Hands frame your front foot. From your low lunge, inhale your left leg high. 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, that little twist across your body. Inhale, 3-legged, lengthen. Left to left, aim for your armpit, super high. And inhale, lengthen. Now listen, open your hip, bend your knee, peel it open. Stay, or option to flip. Left foot comes down. Lift your hips, use the strength in your back body to open through the front of your heart. Awesome, Liz. Beautiful, Trace. 1 more full round. And then everybody just regular down dog. Walk it out. Good job. You can keep walking it out or option to rock forward, high plank. Breathe in at the top, hover left if you want. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, curl open. And then everybody you choose, down dog, child, or heroes, take a moment, feel, notice, observe. So just notice whatever there is to notice, feel whatever there is to feel. Your next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg high, and then pigeon pose, but we're going into a different variation. So bring your right shin forward, and then we're gonna go into what I call a box pigeon. So you can just let your hips open and sit over onto your right butt cheek. Adjust your hips however you need to so that your front shin is parallel with the front edge of your mat. So front shin parallel with the front edge of your mat. Your back shin can be parallel with the left edge, or you can extend your leg a little more if that feels good for you. Turn your torso, turn your chest, your heart towards your front foot, so towards your right heel, and then get as tall as you can. See if for a moment you can bring your hands to your heart and just stay tall through your spine. From here, friends, see if you can lead with your heart, hinge at your hips. So like you're trying to bring your prayer hands towards your right foot. When you can't lean forward anymore, let your prayer hands come apart and just rest. If you want to, you can bring your right elbow to the sole of your right foot, keep your prayer hands and use that as a gentle twist. I don't actually know, it's not super gentle, it's kind of difficult, so don't force it. Yeah, you guys look so good. And this is actually a very safe way to work in your hips, work with your hips. So if you want to explore it all with your upper body, kind of walking your upper body one direction or the other, you're welcome to do so. Take about 5 more rounds. Soften with your exhales. Keep some flexion through your front toes. Yeah, good. Breathe all the way down into your low back, hips, pelvis. Last couple. And then very bottom of your next exhale, you can start to lift your upper body. And either bring your hands back to prayer, or you can just have your arms kind of reaching out to the side. I want you to see if without using your hands on the ground, you can lift your back leg, bring it around, and then take it back to where it was at. So lift, bring it around, take it back. Try to keep your torso as high as possible so you're not leaning your upper body around a lot. You're sitting up tall. And then eventually, friends, you're going to bring your left leg all the way around, left foot to the outside of your right thigh. And you can bring your right heel closer to your left butt cheek. Or if that doesn't feel good, you can extend your right leg instead. Hug your left knee in, sit up really tall. Take your left arm up, reach up, get taller. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Left hand comes down behind. And your right hand can stay where it's at, or if you want to, you can latch your right elbow outside your left knee. If the bind is in your practice, you're welcome to take it. Where did that come from? And then just breathe down into your belly. So use your big, deep belly breaths to work your twist from inside. See if you can stay open through the front of your heart, front of your shoulders. Breathe all the way down to your outer left thigh, outer left hip. Last couple of rounds. Nice work, you guys. All right, slowly unwind just your upper body for now. Bring your hands off the right edge of your mat. And you can either take a little bow, let your spine round. I think that feels really good. Or you can stay up tall. Just kind of take a little counter twist. All right, uncross your legs. So come back to center, uncross your legs. You just shake them out for a moment. With your hands behind you, fingers can face any direction. Feet on the ground, knees bent. Feet mat width distance. A few rounds of windshield wipers side to side. The wider your feet are, the better. Yeah, and as you go one direction, really work your top knee forward and down, and you might even work your shoulders kind of in the opposite direction. So this is so therapeutic if you let it be. If you just plop your knees side to side, you won't get much out of it. Good. And then eventually come back to center, friends. Bring your feet hips width distance apart. Heels just slightly out in front of your knees or underneath your knees. I like mine a little bit out in front. Now spin your fingers towards your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Roll your shoulders back and down, puff up your chest. If you want to, you can stay right here. Otherwise, don't let your shoulders roll forward. Press into hands and feet. Lift your hips. Hug in with your inner thighs. Press through heels and inner edges of feet especially. Keep your shoulders back and down. Lift your heart. Try not to let your head just collapse back, but either chin can tuck towards your chest for more support or extend back. Take one more big inhale, lift, lift, lift. Press your thumbs and index. Good job. Exhale, release. You can absolutely find your own way back to down dog, or if you want to, option to take boat pose for a couple breaths or so. I hate boat pose so much. So hug in with your inner thighs, connect to your center. Take a couple deep breaths, softening through your face. And then eventually, you can cross your ankles, rock forward, either step or jump back to chaturanga with bent elbows. Move through a vinyasa or skip it. Eventually down dog. All right, left leg to the sky, breathe in. And pigeon, left shin forward. Then going into our funky variation of pigeon, let your left hip come to the ground, so let your hips open. And then adjust your hips however you need to, so that your front shin, your left shin, is parallel to the front edge of your mat. Back leg can be parallel, your back shin can be parallel to the right long edge, or you can kind of lengthen your right leg if you want. Sit up nice and tall and try to turn your heart towards your left heel. Maybe hands to heart. And then try to lead with your hands and lead with your heart. Hinge at your hips. Think of bringing your prayer hands towards your left heel. When you can't go any further, you can just bring your hands to the ground, or that option to bring left elbow to left foot, sole of left foot. Prayer hands, and then push your hands together, so use it as gentle leverage. Keep the flexion in your left toes, and if you want to, you can explore a little bit, moving your upper body around. Good job, friends. Big, deep breath. You might notice one side feels a lot different than the other. For me, my left side is so much tighter. Take about 4 or 5 more. Side out your mouth anytime. Last couple rounds. And then slowly begin, end of your next exhale, to just lift your upper body. And again, sit up tall, hands to heart, or maybe just arms reach out, kind of helps work your balance like you're on a tightrope. But try to stay as tall as you can. Back leg swings forward and back a few times. So working the mobility through your hips. Try not to use your hands. Try to stay up tall. You guys look awesome. Good job. Eventually, right foot to the outside of left thigh. Hug your right knee and adjust your left leg. So left heel can come closer to your right butt cheek, or your left leg can extend, whichever feels best. As you hug your knee in, see if you can lift your heart up. Right arm up. Get tall, reach, inhale. And then as you exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind you. Try not to put your weight on your right hand. So your right hand is just there to help you work the length of your spine. If you want, left elbow can latch to the outside of your knee. Bind if you want, if it's in your practice. Make sure you can breathe. So in twists, it is harder to get our breath all the way down into our belly. You might just put a little extra effort. Broaden through your shoulders, your collarbones. Use your exhales to just twist, twist, twist. Good job, friends. Couple more. And very end of your next exhalation, unwind through your upper body. Bring your hands over to the left edge, off the left edge of your mat, and take your counter twist. So either your little bow, I think that feels really nice, or you can stay tall. Yeah. Good job. And lift back up. Uncross your legs, give them their little shakeouts. And same as we did before, a few rounds of windshield wipers. If you have your feet really close to your butt, like I do right now, bring your feet a little further away. All right, and then eventually back to center. Bring your feet hips width distance. Turn your fingers towards your hips. Setting up reverse tabletop like before, or if you want a little bit more, extend your legs, zip your inner thighs, your inner knees, your inner calves, inner ankles together, like you have a big mermaid tail. Everybody, shoulders back and down, puff up your chest. Press through thumbs and index, especially. Choose to stay here or press into hands and feet. Lift your hips up. As you lift your hips, don't let your shoulders come forward. Keep them back and down. Hug in with your inner thighs. You still have your big mermaid tail. Breathe. Don't let your head just collapse back. Extend back or tuck chin towards chest to protect your neck. Take one more inhale. Lift, 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 lift. Yes. And let it go. So nice, my friends. All the way onto your back. Once you're there, a full body stretch might feel nice for a moment, but then eventually just draw your knees in towards your belly and take a gentle rock from side to side. Just give your low back a little massage. All right, keep your right knee drawn in and extend your left leg forward and just set it on the ground. Supine spinal twist. So scoot your hips over to the right a little bit, right arm out, or cactus with your right arm, roll onto your left side. And you may need to kind of scoot around so that you feel comfortable. So this should feel sustainable. It shouldn't feel like you can't breathe here, you can't hold this position. Make sure you can feel your breath all the way down in your belly. Let the ground hold as much of your weight as possible. Take a couple more. End of your next exhale, slowly ease your way back to center, but keep your left leg extended. So if you need to, scoot your hips around so that they're back in line, straight down from shoulders. Give your right knee a great big squeeze up towards your right armpit. So hands around the front of your shin or back of your thigh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take a big Buddha belly breath. Imagine a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. And then half happy baby with your right leg. So grab hold of your right foot. I prefer outer edge. If inner edge or big toe works better, perfect. If that's too much, you can grab ankle, calf, or the back of shin, or excuse me, the back of thigh. And then pull down with your arm as you press up through your heel, flex your toes. Nice, Glenn. And again, imagine that heavy sandbag on top of your thigh. Try as best you can to keep a neutral spine. And then end of your next exhale, release your right leg, full body stretch, arms long, legs long. As you reach, notice if your front ribs tend to lift a lot. And if that's the case, see if you can press your back ribs down as you extend. So more neutral through your spine as you extend along. One more in-breath. Draw your left knee towards your belly. Move into your supine twist on this side. Bless you. So left arm out, hip scoot to the left just a bit. Roll over onto your right side. Breathe down into your belly, big and spacious. Imagine your exhales are an invitation to surrender and soften just a little bit more. So notice if there's anywhere you're kind of holding yourself out of the pose or resisting, contracting. Just by noticing, maybe something starts to move or shift. About 3 more breaths. And very bottom of your next exhale, slowly unwind. Adjust as needed so your right leg stays extended, but hips come back into alignment under your shoulders. Hug your left knee up towards your left armpit, that great big squeeze as you take a couple big Buddha belly breaths. And then eventually turn it into your half happy baby with your left leg. So imagine that heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh. As you grab hold of your left foot, pull down. So you're working your left knee towards the outside of your left ribs, towards the ground. Neutral spine is what we're going for. So backs of hips, backs of shoulders stay rooted. And then if you'd like to, my friends, at any point, you can turn it into a full happy baby. Right foot comes up, grab hold. Maybe rock it out. Maybe play. Bring your feet together. Extend one or both legs. And then from happy baby, wherever you'd like to go, anywhere else that your body is calling you to complete your own practice. And if you feel like going straight into Shavasana, perfect. Go for it. As you slowly make your way into your final relaxation, I have a reading for you. This is by Jeff Foster, my favorite, and it's just called Let Yourself Rest. He says, if you are exhausted, rest. If you don't feel like starting a new project, don't. If you don't feel the urge to make something new, just rest in the beauty of the old, the familiar, the known. If you don't feel like talking, stay silent. If you're fed up with the news, turn it off. If you want to postpone something until tomorrow, do it. If you want to do nothing, let yourself do nothing. Feel the fullness of the emptiness, the vastness of the silence, the sheer life in your unproductive moments. Time does not always need to be filled. You are enough simply in your being. These last few moments, see if you can allow yourself to simply just be, not to do, not to fix, not to control. So let go of needing to be anywhere else in your mind, but here. Just simply let your breath become effortless. Let your body breathe you. Just feel all that aliveness as you simply just rest. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just slowly, gently start to wiggle through fingers, toes, bring gentle movement into your body. And eventually start to find your way onto either side, fetal position. And as you rest on your side in this nurturing pose, curling into yourself, just for one last moment, really let your practice settle in, soak in, seep in. Maybe there's even some way you visualize that. Maybe there's something that came through for you that you want to remember. So in some way that makes sense in your imagination, just let it all soak in, see it all soak in. And then keep your body as relaxed as possible and start to find your way up into seated meditation to close our practice. So as you come into your seat, eyes closed, gather your hands to your heart, either prayer hands or one palm pressed on top of the other. And we'll just seal our practice intentionally and symbolically with one great big collective Om. So let your own Om be your own vibration and let it contribute to the sound of the whole. Don't worry about how you sound, just focus on how it feels. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. And breathe in your voice. Open your mouth nice and wide. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for letting me guide you through your practice. Namaste. Do like do your stretches. That was a lot. That was a lot. Thank you, friends. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Oh yeah, and I did want to say this is something I thought of. Tuesdays at noon. I'm teaching today at noon if you feel like coming back. But starting next week, Steph Nally's gonna teach here. So if you guys know Steph, she's one of my personal favorite teachers. She's awesome. She teaches at the front. She'll be teaching Tuesdays at noon. So if you miss my morning class, you can hit her class. Oh wait, Angie's teaching. I also forgot. She's teaching 11 to 11:45 meditation. So if you wanted to stay after for meditation, you could do that too. What?